Hey, what's up? Ian here, and today I would like to talk about this FiiO K9. It is a desktop headphone, DAC, and amplifier. Now, the retail price of this is $500 and it's available on FiiO's website. So if you are interested to find out a little bit more, please head over to FiiO.com. Now, FiiO sent this review unit to me, but as I will always say, everything I say in this video is my own opinion. This video is not scripted, and FiiO will watch this video at the same time as you guys are. Now, basically, this FiiO K9 is the best sounding, neutral sounding, and transparent sounding headphone DAC amplifier that you can find in the market for $500. I've tried, believe me, I've tried a lot of headphone amplifiers, and this beats them hands down in terms of neutrality and transparency, in terms of the sound reproduction. Okay, in terms of power, this is not the most powerful headphone amp that I've tried, but it does power most of my headphones and my earphones. Okay, but it's not the most powerful. But in terms of sound, I think most important thing for me, right, for me, is the sound and also the technical performance of this headphone amp. Now, when I listen to this, and I'm not just listening to my music, I do a few things when I'm at my desk. I play my games, I watch my movies, and I listen to my music, right? So in terms of playing game, this has got very good soundstage. It's very wide, it's open, it's spaced out, it's very transparent, and also the sound separation and imaging on this is just fantastic, and the detail retrieval, all the nuances can be picked up, can be transmitted out from this. The DAC itself is very resolving, but you need to have a very resolving headphone to pair up with this DAC amp, and you can pick up that resolution and the detail. So in terms of technical performance on this DAC amp, it's super good. So, you know, for me, when I play games on this on my desktop, this is my companion. My headphone will be connected to this, and this device will be connected to my PC, and basically I'm playing my Valorant. Is super good. I can, you know, tell where the gunshots are coming, where the footsteps are coming from, and it's very resolving. So I really enjoy playing my games using this DAC amp, and also watching movies as well. I mean, though in terms of sound, this is a very neutral sound, very transparent sound. So whatever I hear when I'm watching my movies, it doesn't sound as warm, it doesn't sound as engaging and fun, and, you know, as casual as, you know, what I hear on my iFi Zen DAC. But this one does give me a very clear and very precise presentation of, you know, whatever sound is being presented in the movie, especially dialogues, vocals, and instruments. Vocals, especially like dialogues, they sound forward, so it's not like it's recessed and I can't hear the dialogues in the movie itself. But this one's clear, but it sounds neutral. It's not that warmish type of sound, you know, that I'm used to for the iFi Zen DAC, right? And also listening to music. This one is a very referencing DAC amp, right? It gives me the actual sound without adding any flavor, without adding any texture. Maybe texture, a bit body, you know, a bit of body added to the sound, but there's no coloration, right? This is one of the most neutral DAC amp that I've heard so far. And comparing to my iFi Zen DAC, this is, well, on totally different opposite pole ends. And I'm so glad that, you know, FiiO sent me this DAC amp to test, and it sounds just like what I wanted. It's a very neutral and transparent sound that it produces. Okay, so that's, you know, my daily use for this DAC amp, and the connection on this is a lot. I mean, it's not as much as some other DAC amp, but it's sufficient. All right, a lot of features here. You can connect your headphone via the balance out, which is your XLR, and 4.4 for single-ended. You can connect to the 1/4 inch, and also they provide this adapter, which is the 1/4 inch to 3.5 adapter if you don't have the 1/4 inch headphone. to connect to the single-ended, and the knob here is really useful. It's very good. It's like very smooth, and there's no like clicking sound, and it's very elegant as well. And also all the different inputs, right? I can connect to my computer, I can connect to my phone, I can connect to my DAC, okay? Yeah, even then this can be used as a preamp and line out, and also a phone amp as well. So a lot of connection, okay? And you can also adjust the gain, right? The gain on this is pretty useful. If I'm listening to my earphones, I'll be on low gain. If I'm listening to my headphones, then I'll be on high gain, okay? And then at the back here, you get a lot of connection, as you can see here, a lot of ports. The digital port itself, you have your Bluetooth. Now the Bluetooth on this is 5.1, and basically it supports all the Bluetooth codec. It's got LDAC, aptX-X, aptX-X HD, LL, and adaptive. It also supports AAC and SBC. There's also coaxial, which I don't use. There is the optical, which I also don't use. I use the most is the USB port here and the Bluetooth. Okay, now for analog input and output, there is the balance in 4.4. There's RCA in and out. There's also the XLR out, balance out, and this one goes to another amplifier if you want. Okay, so there's a lot of connection here, which you can stack with other devices. So it's a very versatile device. It's a versatile DAC amp, and I really like the way FiiO designed this. Is very sturdy. In fact, it's very heavy. In fact, inside is full of components. It doesn't feel cheap, and it looks very elegant on my desktop. Okay, so if you ask me, right, for $500 US, this DAC amp beats any of the other DAC amp out in the market out there. Yeah, for $500 US, you know, the price to performance ratio on this DAC amp is just phenomenal. The sound it produces, I think that's the most important thing. You know, that's what I want, is the sound. To me, very important is the sound and the power, right? The power on this is also fantastic. For the single-ended output is 1,500 milliwatts at 32 ohms, and the balance output is 2,000 milliwatts at 32 ohms. Very powerful amp. I mean, it's not the most powerful, okay? It will power everything that I have in my collection. It's not the most powerful, I must say that. And of course, the sampling rate on this, it can support all the way to 768 kilohertz, 32 bits, and also DSD 512. So it's very resolving DAC amplifier, and it's a desktop, and it sits on your desk. Very elegant. They provide this like a vertical stand, so you can actually put your the DAC amp on the side like this, all right, and it'll stand up like so. Okay, I mean, you guys can't really see, but this is how it will stand when the stand is placed on it, okay, basically. Now, one thing to note, if you guys are in the Americas or Japan, Canada, Mexico, Colombia, Guam, Jamaica, you have to switch to 115 volts. If not, you're going to blow this amp. And for the rest of the world is to, you know, maintain at 230 volts. Okay, right, so that's my very quick review of this FiiO K9 DAC, desktop headphone DAC and amplifier, and I do really recommend you to get this. Is well worth the money in terms of price to ratio. Is fantastic. Please go get it. I mean, it's one of the best. I'm not saying it's the best DAC amp you can find out there, but in terms of the sound it produces, very, very nice. Right, so that concludes my overall review and impression of this FiiO K9. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and also learned something from this video, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So that's it for now. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.